Yo, welcome Flyffers. So in this video, we are going to take a look at all the 5 new dungeons and their design. So it's more like a reaction video. And if you don't want to watch me talking about it and just want to watch it, I will cut all videos at the end of the video so you can just enjoy them with some music underlaid. And let's start with the new dungeon, LEREN CHASM. That's from 16 to level 30. So before we're getting into the design, when they're saying it's from level 16 to level 30, this always means you should be close to level 30 to actually do those dungeons. Okay, the design is like a cave. So for the people that know the catacombs, the crystal structure is imported from there, and the the ground looks really similar. So like they recycled a bit, but yeah, looks pretty nice. Like those little ghosty things look pretty cool, and the monsters match the design well, so that's not too bad. It's just a shame that I will most likely never run this dungeon. Then next up is the RHISIS Catacombs. It's from level 31 to level 60. As the name says, it's located in the end of the RHISIS where the realms are. And right there we could see the those are the Ragnarok's from Shadowwa that got reworked. This is the structures right front where the magics, master mages are. Yeah, for the theme that it is supposed to be the dungeon of Garden of RHISIS. This makes a lot of sense and looks fairly nice. Those monsters right here, like since I didn't play official for that long, I've only seen them on many private servers. Those are a really common mob that private server developers use for the end game farm map. And all the dungeon here reminds me a lot of some old levels of Prince of Persia, where we on PlayStation 1, I believe it was, where the graphic was actually pretty similar. Okay. I've seen this guy at many private servers as well before. It often dropped 135 weapons. So yeah, let's see what kind of new attacks he has. If we're paying a close look right there in the end, we can see that the new totems are already in here. And those totems can either... Alright, actually just take a look at the patch rundown video. There all the totems are explained. And yeah, we can already see that some dungeons are going to have some nice mechanics added. Then next up is the new dungeon Envy Depths. It's from 61 to 91. And it looks like a water dungeon. And okay. For the people that know it, it looks exactly like Cove of Ancients, that they just fully just copy it. And the boss is the same, it's the Kraken. Okay. So what's important to know about the Kraken? The Kraken cannot move. It's stationary. Stationary mobs and dungeon bosses in Flyff have been abused since they got out. So I hope they know all the techniques to abuse those non-moving bosses. So it's not like people can solo them just because they know how to abuse it, so they don't take any damage from those bosses. Yeah, let's hope they actually fix this before the release. Then next up is the Guardian of Sanctuary. Now it's actually starting to get interesting, because if you're a max level Guardian of Sanctuary and the next one that's coming up, the Storm Peak in Asria, are the only 2 dungeons that you're ever going to farm. The other dungeons are completely irrelevant for you. So this is the first one that's interesting for me, at least. Okay, it's from level 91 to 120. And the reason why this and the other one is interesting, because those are dropping both the highest possible keys for pet cages. If you don't know what pet cages are, take a look at the patch rundown video where we explain everything in detail. You also get all the informations that are currently out to best prepare for the upcoming release. Okay, so the entrance for this is at Guardiane in Dark and Free. The texture is used from there, which I think looks really cool. That it looks like a planet where we get ported in and everything is floating around. The design looks really nice. I don't like the monsters right there. I don't know. It feels like they're not fitting to the theme. Those look like monsters that, I don't know, like some nomads in the desert and not in some futuristic setup right there. The boss looks pretty cool. Okay. Really looking forward to clear this. And then the last one right here is the Storm Peak. It's the highest dungeon that you can do from 121 to 140, and it's located in Asria. So it's ice themed. Ooh. That's a sheep recycle there with those dark Ratigia rabbits recolored. Okay, so in Flyff PC those mobs do double hits, so it's going to be interesting if they're going to do double hits here as well or not. Then we've seen Yetis, okay, Frost Wolves, and Kaldor. Right, that's Kaldor with Kaldor Cloak, basically, just a little more fancy. So here also interesting, are we going to be able to drop his cloak here or not? Because on Flyff PC those cloaks were really popular, and if it's not a cash shop item, it can only be dropped. You might have a market for a high value market for visual items starting to appear, alongside with some of the new weapon skins, which also look really nice. Yeah, that's it. I hope you're excited as I am for the expansion to check out the new dungeons. And if you're one of the guys that maybe are a bit lower level and you're doing the first 3 dungeons, just leave a comment on how you actually are, because I am not gonna do them myself. Cheers, guys.